Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Jessica and welcome to my channel. This week's video is going to be another makeup tutorial. I created this look for you guys. This is a cut crease with a little bit of sparkle, so I added some glitter to the cut crease. I've never done an eye makeup like this before, but I see them all over Instagram and I've always thought that they were so pretty, but I never attempted to do it myself, so I decided to try it for the first time on camera, and in my opinion, I think it turned out pretty well. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. So without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial. So today we're going to begin with skincare so that our skin can absorb all the hydration that it needs before we move on to starting on our base makeup. So for my toner, I already went ahead and used this off camera, but this is the Lancôme Rehydrating Comforting Toner with honey in it. It's really good for dry skin, so if you have dry skin, you're going to love it. It's really soothing and hydrating. Like the moment you put it on your face, it feels instantly hydrated. And then I'm going to go in with my Lancôme Hydra Zen Anti-Stress Moisturizing Cream Gel. It's like a gel formula, but whenever you put it on your face, it feels like water. It's so freaking nice. It also lays really, really nicely underneath your makeup, so you do not have to worry about it like not working well with your makeup, because it does. So now that I went ahead and applied my moisturizer, I'm going to let that soak into my skin. While that soaks into my skin, I'm going to do eyebrows and prime my eyelids off of camera just to speed things up a little bit so I don't bore you guys. I do my eyebrows the same, so if you want to see how I do it, you can just go back to previous videos. But I'm pretty much going to go in with my BH Cosmetics Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony, and then use the BH Cosmetics Brow Palette, and then finish it off with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Eyebrow Gel. And then to prime my eyelids, I'm going to use the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and then carve out my brows with the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in Neutralizer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I will be right back. Brows are done, lids are primed, so let's get started with the eyeshadow. For the eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking my Morphe M441 blending brush, and I'm going to start off with the shade Birkin by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to take that on my M441 and apply that to the crease. This is going to be our transition shade, so I'm just going to apply it quite messily, making sure that there's just a wash of this color throughout my crease. When I apply this eyeshadow, I bring it all the way out to like the end of my brow. I really like to drag it all the way out here. And then I'm just going to extend it down here too. Whatever's allowed to haven't dipped back into the eyeshadow, I'm just depositing all the color that's on the brush onto my skin. Next, I'm going in with the Zoeva 227 eyeshadow brush and the eyeshadow Fawn from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to apply this right underneath that first color that we applied. I am going to be doing a cut crease today, so if you bring your colors up a little high, that's totally fine, because we are going to cut that crease. And I know for me personally, my crease comes up to like right here, so I'm going to try and keep these eyeshadows quite high. Going back in with the first brush that I used, I'm going to just blend out those two colors. With the smaller brush, this is the e.l.f. crease brush, I'm going to take that same eyeshadow, Fawn by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and deepen that color up a little bit, but with more concentration and precision. That's why I'm using a smaller blending brush as opposed to this fluffier crease brush. And I'm sort of winging that out with the brush as I'm applying it, giving that like winged eyeshadow effect. Dipping back into Birkin, the first eyeshadow that we used, on that fluffy brush, and just blending out the edges. To cut the crease, I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20 and this Morphe M170-4SH brush. It's this really little tiny concealer brush. It's like super tiny. So I'm going to first pump some of this onto a palette, and I'm going to draw eyeliner, and then I'm going to look up. And then right there, where you see that line, that's where you're going to cut your crease. That's a great trick for if you're having trouble finding the right spot to cut your crease. So I'm just going to go ahead and trace that. And I'm going to create like a wing or like a swoop. You want to make sure you really take your time when you're doing this step, because you can mess up very easily. So just be patient and very slowly just map out and then, you know, perfect it. In my opinion, it's always easier if you have a little brush like this because it lets you be more precise as opposed to if you had like an actual concealer brush that's way bigger. So you see the size comparison? Way different. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that with the MAC Cosmetics All That Glitters eyeshadow on this Morphe M224 brush. So I'm going to take that eyeshadow and pat it on top of that concealer. For my next step, I'm going to take the Stila Magnificent Metal Eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma on this Zoeva fine liner brush. It's like a very thin liner brush, and I'm going to use this to create a line throughout here. We're going to define that cut crease even more. So just dipping my brush into the applicator and picking up some of that glitter, and then I'm just going to follow the line. Now I'm going to get some liquid eyeliner and just draw on a wing. I'm going to take some black eyeshadow and I'm going to set that liquid. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply some mascara. For mascara, I'm using my Maybelline Great Lash Waterproof. And then for lashes, I'm going to use the Vegas Snake Luxe Collection Bronze Beauty Lashes. They look like this. They're so pretty. I actually picked them up like an hour ago. So I'm so excited to try these on. Hopefully they look good with this eye makeup look. Wow, these eyelashes are beautiful. Those were super easy to apply. I love these eyelashes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do this eye off of camera, and I will be right back to move on to the face. Okay, I'm back, and let me just say, these eyelashes are so freaking pretty. Like, wow, they're so pretty. They were $12, I believe, which is not bad for a pair of really nice eyelashes. So A1. For the foundation, I'm trying out something new today that I picked up at the drugstore. My sister is actually the one who introduced me to this foundation. This is what she currently uses and she really likes it, so I'm excited to try it. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. So I picked up the shade Creamy Vanilla, which is the same shade that she uses. So I'm going to shake it up first, just in case you need to shake it. I'm going to start off with 2 pumps because she says that this foundation is full coverage. So I'm going to just dot some on my face. Okay, I can instantly tell that it's full coverage because it's a little bit of a thicker consistency. Ooh, and it looks a little light, but she did say that it oxidizes, so I'm going to just work with it. I might look a little crazy once I've applied all of this to my face because it is a little lighter, but I'm hoping that it oxidizes. I also picked up another foundation that I've been hearing really good things about, and I want to try it. So maybe if you guys would like a video of the first impressions on the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. This foundation has a little bit of a scent, but I don't hate it. I actually like it. It smells pretty good. I'm running out of my Holy Grail foundation, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And I wanted to try something out because I've been using that foundation for so many years, and there's been so many new products that have been out on the market for foundations. So I was like, you know what, let me give a different foundation a try. Maybe I'll find something that I like just as much. I like how full coverage it is. You guys know I love full coverage, and if you don't know, now you know. Okay, so I think that's enough for the foundation. Now I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20. This is my favorite drugstore concealer of all time. I have yet to find something that's better than this. But then again, I'm like that type of person that if I find something that I like, I won't go and try and find something that's just as good or better, because I'm like, okay, I like something, why change it, you know? Which is bad because then I never discover new products. But one concealer that I do want to try that I've heard really good things about is the new Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. I honestly don't feel like I need to conceal anything else because this foundation is so full coverage that it honestly covered everything else, so don't need this anymore. Now I'm going to go in with some cream contour. I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me stick in the shade 330. You guys, this thing is busted and crusted. Like, I have a new one, but I'm telling you, I'm that girl that will use it to the very last drop, you know? So I'm really going to go in with this contour today. So I want a really warm bronze look. Oh, and I'm taking that on a Real Techniques dual fiber contour brush. This is my favorite brush for applying cream contour. I'm gonna bring it all the way to my cheek because I really want to warm up the entire face. And then with my beauty blender, I'm gonna just go over those edges. On a smaller brush, this is the Morphe E22, I'm going to apply some underneath of my lip. And then I'm also going to take just a small amount and put it above my lip. And then taking a little bit more of that product and cream contouring the nose. So far, loving this foundation. And I'm going to take my cream highlighter. Per usual, this is the Benefit What's Up highlighter. I love this. I'm just going to take some and apply that to the high points of my face. So the cheekbones, bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, you already know. To finish off the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with Anastasia Fawn once again and just buff that underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to use this e.l.f. pencil brush. It doesn't have a name, so I'm just assuming it's a pencil brush. I don't know. I'm going to just blend out any of the creasing from my concealer, and then I'm going to really buff this out on the lower lash line. So that's pretty much it for the lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and set my face to make sure that all these liquids don't go anywhere. To set my highlight, I'm going to use the Carli Bybel palette, and I'm going to take this highlighter right here and set that highlight that I got going on. So now the highlighter is set, I'm going to go ahead and set my face. For that, I'm going to be taking the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I'm going to take the small Real Techniques setting brush. Any big blemishes that I have, I like to set it with a smaller brush just to make sure that it's nice and set. Or any areas where I get very, very oily, I really like to pack on some setting powder. On a Real Techniques setting brush, I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face. And then on this big fluffy brush, it does not have a name, it just says powder brush. I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and just set the contoured areas of my face. On a smaller brush, this is the Morphe E8, I'm going to take that same powder and run some underneath my lip, a little bit above it, and then apply a little bit to the sides of my nose. Now for my blush, I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics Nude Blush Palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here. Put a little bit of that on my chin. To give my chin some color because it looks a little bit too plain. I'm going to do some setting spray to set all these powders down. For setting spray, I use the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. I'm going to add some lower lash mascara. For lower lash mascara, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. Make sure you always apply your mascara after you've set your face because otherwise it will sometimes cause your mascara to run. For the lips, I'm going to take the NYX Cosmetic Natural Lip Liner and the Soft Matte Lip Cream from NYX Cosmetics in the shade Athens. I'm going to overdraw my top lip just a little bit like I always do. I'm going to go on with this Revlon lipstick in the shade 001 Nude Attitude and apply that to the center. So this is pretty much the final look, you guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!